Welcome back to Disco Elysium. I didn't realize my mic was off, but now I do. And yeah, we talked to Evrad last time, and I think we should just talk to the Hardy Boys again, since they should now at least tell us something. Yeah, let's see. But let's talk to him first.
Oh, hey, mister. I knew you'd be back to talk with old Leo here. Yes, I did. It's like Lady Larice said when she opened a bathhouse in the basement of my apartment building. They can only get so far before they're aching to get back. And lots of folk really did keep coming back.
Leo, in the future, can we keep this greeting shorter? I had some questions for you, if that's not too much trouble.
No trouble at all, mister. No trouble at all.
Okay, nothing new. Okay, wonderful. We talked to him before, so his dialogue isn't really anything new here. Okay, now let's see. Where do we have to go exactly again? I always forget the exact layout of this place between streams. Ah, right. Down here should be correct. Yes. Marvelous stuff. Now, right, this is the building we get out here. Exactly. I found the way again. Now, just meander up the stairs real quick. And now, through the door. I'm still looking at possibilities to get to the other building somewhere, because we didn't manage to go there at all last time. Now, I don't think Measurehead has anything in any way useful to say. He never seems to. So let's just quickly head downstairs. Yeah. And make our way back to the Whirling in Rags. Hey, maybe this guy has something new to say. Since we're on the way there.
Went native on the chief, huh? Those ballerina antics were reckless. Should have just punched him in the throat again. Let's talk about our right to work.
What is a strike?
When a bunch of ungrateful, lazy cockroaches can't get their act together, decide to block honest work for other people.
He shifts uncomfortably in his workers' overalls. What do the strikers want?
Beats me. They mumble nonsense about boardrooms and workers' rights, while we have the right to work!
There's something odd in the way he carries himself. His set of clothing looks vaguely mismatched. The different pieces of the attire seem ill-fitting.
Ill-fitting, what does that mean?
His shirt is far too small and an unpleasantly tight fit, while the overalls, held up by a belt, seem to fit a man with much more corpulence.
You wearing new clothes?
He ignores your question, choosing instead to turn to the emaciated workers, raising both fists in the air. The silence is the answer.
Oh.
There's something off here, but he won't say what.
I thought the dialogue was over. The clothes are obviously not his.
You've been talking to him for quite a while now. Something is off with this guy. Ask him where he's from.
Okay, I gotta ask, where exactly are you from?
What's it to you?
Deep-set suspicion drips from every syllable. Curiosity, going to figure out this strike mess. Routine, part of the investigation. I thought you looked real familiar for a second there. Let's say part of the investigation.
Am I a suspect? Done no crimes. I only fight for the rights of people.
Already got that. I'm interested in your background.
We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain, in Jamrock. Backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting, cargo hauling, bouncer work. I know the drill.
A bouncer? Where? I frequent a lot of bars. Maybe it's one I know? Sweet, I know bars. Been thrown out from several. Maybe that's why you seem familiar. I don't really drink, but work has taken me to some. Which one was it? Let's go with the first one.
Quartet Territorial. Ring a bell?
Never heard of it. Are you lying?
We're done here. I have a strike to break.
Ah. Yes. There we have it. Just a strike breaker, not a worker. That answers that. So he's probably just sent by what was it, Wild Pines? That makes sense. Now let's head inside and talk to the Hardy Boys. They should have gotten command by now from Evrard to be a bit more open with us. Let's see if that has worked out. Ah, there they are.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Titus does not look particularly happy to see you. What's that? Oh, that's still only 3%. Me and Evrard talked. He promised you'd cooperate.
Oh, so you went and talked to my mommy, and now she's making me play with you. Is that it, lawman?
And what's gonna happen if we don't? You're gonna go and tell on us?
Very mature, guys. Evrard sent word, right? Why don't you push me some more and find out, Gimp? I would never tell on someone. Let's change the subject, not the job sect. Very mature, guys. Evrard sent word, right?
Yeah, I heard him. Now fuck do you think I'm doing here? You'd have your ass handed to you if it wasn't for the boss man's word. Let me state this very clearly, Capo. Hello, officer. I'm Titus Hardy, and these are my boys. Hardy boys. How may we assist you?
But having Evrard back you up like that did seem to have some effect.
Wow, still 3% even with the Evrard thing. Strange. Okay. I want to talk about the hanging again.
Just get the dead guy's autograph, since you're his biggest fan.
Good one, Titus.
Yeah, let's click it. I mean, I know why there was no remorse, but I just want the dialogue option.
How many people have you sent to the Shays? Ever felt remorse for them?
Chaise électrique is the method of capital punishment in Revachol under the Coalition. During the suzerain's reign, it used to be the firing squad.
Or send them to Reunion to rot. For 20 years. For life.
He says it as if it were worse than dying. And Reunion, what's that? Yes, but these were all bad people, criminals, the scum of the earth. Look, I'm just doing my job, that's all. What we do is different. We enforce the law. You just kill people like it's nothing. I don't really like it. Of course, honestly, I drink so much I can't really remember anyone I've sent behind bars. I don't really like those three answers.
Doesn't remember them. He just forgets. Are you hearing this, Titus?
Ain't no use keeping a stiff catalog in your head. That's for sure.
He wipes his mouth with the back of his hand. That seems very confrontational, and we'll save that for a bit later, I think.
About fucking time.
Yeah, I highly doubt this is gonna work out. We'll try to get that later at some point. I'm sure we will get to know some things that will help. Okay, now, where else can we go? Okay, so in here there is... Oh, there's a person up here. Can we talk to you? No? Can we reach that somehow? Can we get to the roof? Now that would be interesting if we could. Nothing to do yet in the kitchen. It's not 1 PM yet. So let's go upstairs. I don't think there's a way to the roof, but it would be cool. Because I saw a person up there. Like, there has to be some way to interact, right? The smell of the sea makes you dizzy. Can't really yell up to her. No way to climb from here, so we have to find a different way, I suppose. But from where? Strange. Okay. Now let's see. Oh, there is something here. I don't know exactly what we can do with this. Kim tries not to look at your broken down bathroom door.
Kim also tries not to look at the pile of taped viscera on the carpet, or the weird suitcase on the hat rack, or the potted plant dying in the corner. But it's all just too morbid to ignore. The man is finding it hard not to trip on the tape, and not to send any of the bottles rolling across the floor. Where unidentifiable sludge makes it hard for him to breathe. Smells of vomit in here.
You're looking at the destruction? I'm sorry for this. I did it my way. This is where the magic happens. I'm sorry for this. We are a sorry cop after all.
No problem, officer.
He takes a step towards the door, like he'd like to leave. Yeah, I'd assume so. Makes sense. Oh, broken glass?
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in.
Let's look out first.
The morning light hurts your eyes. It's hazy, but you see the ocean and some war-torn buildings.
Let's assess the damage. That should succeed, right?
The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside.
Did I break it with my own hands?
A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent.
What did this then?
More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact.
Wait, what am I doing? Assess the size of the impact. What am I doing?
Something you've done before.
Let's assess the size.
It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist.
Like a bottle, maybe? I think. I mean, that would be reasonable, right?
The shoe you found on the balcony
oh,
fits
yeah.
the hole almost as well as your foot. It would have also been heavy enough if thrown with force.
Right, the shoe was on the balcony, correct, yeah. I missed that, I forgot about that.
Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe.
Maybe it wasn't me?
You mean someone else took your shoe off and smashed the window with it? This person also forced the drinks on you.
I'm sure I had a good reason for it. Maybe I was trying to hit someone?
And maybe, just maybe, you succeeded. We'll never know.
At least we got some experience from that. Not enough though. Nice. Nothing else we have right now. Okay. Can we get in your room? No? And that room?
The door is closed.
I'm not gonna knock again much harder because that is probably gonna cost us some HP again. Because I think that was the level of knocking that damn near knocked me out. So, what am I saying? Damn near knocked me out. That actually killed me. Oh, what's on here? Probably not important, but still. You see hawthorn bushes outside. Hawthorn bushes. I don't know if that means anything. Don't know if that's relevant in any way. Let's see, let's have a look. Are those the hawthorn bushes? No, nothing here. We can't interact with the crane, I suppose. Can we not go inside here? No? Oh right, that's upstairs. That's just perspective messing with me again. Well, let's go up then. Let's see, can we reach the person on the roof and talk to her? Or is that still too far? Oh yeah, I think that's still too far. No, we can't get to anyone here. This. Where do we access this? Strange. Okay. So there isn't really anything of note over there. Let's see. Right up there we can just access that building, of course. But we've been there before, we don't need to go back here. Certainly not right now. So let's head back. There has to be something we can do, right? No. Don't walk back up. Let's continue meandering over here. Come on. Nothing we can do with any of this? We can't even enter the greenhouse? We checked. There's nothing here, nothing. Oh, weird. Alright, let's head back down. I was thinking maybe we could reach something there, but seems not to be true. What's in here? Oh, there's some coins. You love to see it. That's just climbing up. That's the pig head. We've seen that. Alright. Okay, now. We can't climb that. Not even Kuno would climb that, so it would have to be a really stupid idea for that to be the case. Right, we could talk to Kuno. Kuno, let's speak.
Fuck does Kuno care?
I talked to Manana about the armor. Okay, we don't have enough empathy to, you know, to figure out what's going on with Kuno.
So?
He raises his eyebrow, projecting aggressive indifference. He told me you promised to sick the pigs on him. He said thank you, wasn't too keen on chasing down that armor anyways. He said you're now the king of the entire Jamrock. Okay, let's start with the first one.
Yeah, so? Kuno did sick the pigs on him. Kuno's a man of his word.
Kuno sent your fat ass running around like jello.
Look, pig. Kuno sent you to rough some people up. Kuno played you. That happened. Now you and Kuno should move on.
Whatever,
What
kid.
is this? Trying to be cool with your new asshole? Kuno was just being nice to you. You got fucked bad. Now limp the fuck out of here. After this shit, you better have something real interesting to say if you want to stay in Kuno's face.
Yeah, real interesting.
Kuno, I found your shack.
You found Kuno's secret door to Kuno's secret shack. It was closed for 5,000 years. How the fuck did you get in?
I pushed the panels aside, Kuno.
And then what? You fucking there. You fucking Kuno's kingdom.
He's trying to fuck at you again, Kuno.
What was with the pig head? I found a plate covered with powder residue. Know anything about that? What's with the tube of magnesolam, Kuno? What's with the pig head?
Oh, that? Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape.
Were you trying to send me a message of some sort? A demo tape? Like some kind of musician? Cool pig head? I like it. I got one too. This one. It's shit. Forget it, I'm not saying those things. Where you try... demo tape like some kind of musician?
Yeah, Kuno plays on snuff radio, fucks pigs, live, fucks their heads off. Kuno's a cop killer.
I found a plate covered with powder residue. Know anything about that?
That's where Kuno gets his daily hit of electric. Kuno Shazam. Kuno rides the fucking lightning in there, pig.
Bet you'd like to ride the lightning too, wouldn't you? You feel tired and old, but you could have that sparkle in your eyes.
What's with the tube of magnesolam, Kuno?
It's a vitamin, pig. Don't you know anything?
He looks at you like you just pointed at the sun and asked what it was.
You could use some.
It's magnesium, right?
Yeah, it's the mag. You fucking need that shit to stay on top of your game. Kuno goes through like a tube a day, rips mag like a motherfucker, and you could use a battle.
Oh, don't teach him, Kuno. He's gonna use it against you, Kuno.
I know all about magnesium. I rock it all the time. Come on, it's just magnesium. Don't mystify it. Oh, let's go with the first one.
You're not getting this, pig. It completely takes away the hangover. It's like you didn't do anything. Like you stayed home playing with your choo-choo.
He looks at you, eyes bulging.
Fuck you, pig. Don't do mag. You're gonna OD and you're gonna fucking die.
I've heard enough of
Good
this.
call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom.
Okay, let's see. The body. More questions about the crime scene. I think we're gonna wait for that one. We don't
Kuno
We don't
doesn't
need to try
fucking
that yet.
care.
Sure thing.
Hear that? Magnesium. That's what you're lacking. The lack of magnesium has you slouched.
So there's a lack of magnesium in me?
Yes, and it's critical. Look at yourself. You're practically devolving into a fish due to the lack of magnesium in your bloodstream.
So I need to mag it up. I need to mag it sideways. Let's mag it up.
You need to get so magged up. You've probably had 2 heart attacks and a minor stroke already. And the only prescription is insane amounts of magnesium.
You're saying I need to become a magnesium-based life form?
Yes. If you want to live, you need to evolve. You need to transcend the carbon barrier. Go to the apothecary and buy insane amounts of magnesium. It will reverse the damage to your circulatory system.
I'm sure it will. Now let's take a look at that. Magnesium-based life form. Temporary research bonuses, -1 shivers, no shakes, okay. Research time, 1 hour 15. The problem. It is generally understood that human beings are carbon-based organisms, fusing little carbon tubes together to form complex, mushy structures capable of thought, love, and locomotion. It is also known that these structures sometimes like to take the edge off by consuming ethanol, amphetamine, etc. In such cases, it is important to supplement your body with magnesium. Tired? Maggot. Down? Maggot. Mag time. Liver damage? Maximum mag. Some people say magnesium doesn't really do anything and you just need to quit. What do we tell them? We tell them... Okay, look. Oh, we have to unlock a new slot to research that. Okay, how do we do that? Unlock. I assume we need like a new skill point for that. Okay. Oh, that's fine. Okay, just some tasks that are done. Perfect. Okay. Anything in here?
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags.
Why am I looking at you, trash container? You're just a trash container.
Just a trash container. There is no such thing. Your fingers start to itch just looking at that padlock.
How do you get the lock open?
We could try using a pry bar, the one you took from my motor carriage, or
Lieutenant?
Or we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
That's true.
Also have information. This is better than the pry bar idea.
Okay, if logic says so. Plus like 8%. Let's go to the manager of the Whirling in Rags. And let's see if he has anything that he can help us with here. Otherwise, we'll just give the pry bar a quick shot, just to see if it can actually pull it off. Alrighty. I always forget the manager's name. What's your name again? It's...
Can I help you?
Garte, of course. Is the trash container out back yours?
Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company.
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you.
I wonder what this feeling is. No, it doesn't. Nothing stirs in me, and it isn't callous, it's common sense. I wonder what this feeling is.
Prod at him and find out.
Doesn't it seem callous to you, guarding even your leftovers from the poor?
Callous? What are you, Kras Mazov? Almost all establishments in Revachol keep their trash locked. The Whirling in Rags is not special in that regard.
Krasmazov, nom de guerre, was an economist and a historical materialist. He was a leading figure on the Garte side of the Centennial Revolution, where he headed the 9-day government. Mazov is considered the father of scientific communism, Mazovian thought, or Mazovianism.
I'm no Krasmazov. Maybe I am Krasmazov. Yum yum, tell me more.
He killed himself.
Well, maybe I am Krasmazov. I'm no Krasmazov.
No one was implying you were, officer. Where were we?
We need those keys.
What do you need them for?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
Okay, now I'm gonna take a drink. Maybe our portrait will look a bit better
Do I
afterwards.
have a shaker in my hand? Is this a shaker?
It's not a shaker. It's nothing. He's holding nothing. It is but an imitation.
Man, you could just hand me a can of something, mate. You don't have. It doesn't have to be a fancy shake and drink. No, there's nothing there. Let's say nothing.
Am I wearing a little bow tie? Am I wearing a bow tie and doing this?
He shakes the imaginary shaker furiously.
Am I smiling? Do you see me smiling and shaking my little shaker? No. Do you know why?
Because you're not a bartender?
That's right. I'm the cafeteria manager. I'm glad we cleared that. Was there anything else?
Play it calm. This man needs to understand you need a drink to help the community deal with police stuff.
I want a fucking drink, asshole. You don't understand the seriousness of the situation. I'm an alcoholic. I need my fix. I'm an alcohol-operated detective. If you want me to clean up the dead body and solve the case, then you need to insert alcohol into my mouth. Fine then, I had something else I needed. I'm an alcohol-operated detective.
Oh, well, in that case, let me pour you a nice, big, refreshing marinella. Do you want that out of a glass or a pineapple?
You do not want to taunt me, not when it comes to marinellas.
Don't be an imbecile. I'm not going to serve you a marinella. I have work to do and broken things to fix. If that was all, I'd like to return to it.
That's why you're standing behind the bar doing nothing, eh? This guy is such a prick.